Stephen, that's a tough one to take. How do you reflect on the 90 minutes?
Well, first half we were disappointed because we felt we didn't show any of the belief. You know, we were coming into a game, you know, I said to you before, we try and prepare them for a game, and you know, we show them DVD footage and we have meetings. You try and prepare them for what the game's going to be like. So when they arrived at the game, it's as if we hadn't spoke to them at all. So first half they were a little bit naive, looked a bit timid, looked a bit scared, you know, just because it's a real physical challenge that against Crusaders. They're a good side. You know, they put it up to you, they ask questions of you, you know, they test you in every way. So we got them at half time, thankfully at 1-0. And we just said we need to show more belief, we need to try and make passes. We felt as if we could make 2 or 3 passes, you know, per pattern, we could get beyond them a little bit, or get beyond the midfield, and we got David ahead of the ball a lot more. James and Yuli held the ball up a lot more in the second half. So in general play, everything was better in the second half. But of course when it comes down to the, you know, the end result, we lose 3-2 with 5 minutes to go. We should be seeing the game out, but you know, we're here for learning purposes. You know, I said to him, we have to take something from that. We have to learn how to see games out. People on the ball have to make better decisions than what we do at certain times in the game, you know, when we're leading the game. So hard to take. You know, young boys are absolutely distraught in there. I'm gutted myself. It's been a long time since I felt as empty about a football game. So, but we pick ourselves up and we go on. We take ourselves back tonight. But I'm just really proud how they got on. You know, I said to them yesterday, I was proud of them, even walking through the airport, thinking that's my team. You know, and they were all suited and booted, looking good, feeling good about themselves. So I'm always proud to have them. But I thought today, you know, they were credited themselves in the second half, how they showed the resilience to come back into the game, and they can easily let the game slip away. But ultimately we lose the game.
And how do you approach things at full time, Stephen, when they do come in with their heads low like that? Because it is a case of trying to lift them a bit as well, isn't it?
Well, I said to him, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's an under-20 game we've lost, which we feel as if we could have won. So take it on board. Think that maybe you could have done better in the latter stages of the game when we're under a little bit of pressure. Better decisions on the ball. You know, we didn't get a lot of time in the first half, so midfield players in particular, you know, that's what senior football's like. You don't get as much time in senior football as what you get playing under 20 football. So if they can all take something from the game, great. But it's hard to speak to them after the game, you know, because I'm gutted as well. And there's no point in going around digging up people's mistakes and pointing the finger at people. That doesn't get us anywhere. Players are not silly. You know, they know themselves when they could have done better in different situations. So we have to accept it and move on. But if they learn from it and progress and into our first team, then we're happy.
And I know how much you believe in your side, Stephen, but when you came here, did you expect the boys to compete just as well as they did, especially in that second half?
I did. It's funny, see, when I was a player, and I'm not going to talk about me, but I always had a wee thing in my head saying, I don't know if I'll win today, I'm not too sure what's going to happen. Well, these lads, I always think we're going to win. You know, no matter what team I pick and how many players will lose or how many players will win, I always think we can win this game. Of course, first half, you think, oh, you know, we need to speak to them, we need to get them in and, you know, get them around again and get them going. So I always believe we can win. I try and transpire that through to them. Sometimes you can do it at the start of the game, sometimes it takes the half time, but they almost just need to believe in themselves a bit more. If they believe in themselves as much as I believe in them and what Big Mick believes in them, they'll be fine. You know, but they have to go and earn it themselves. They have to learn how to play in games like this. Competitive football's terrific for us, you know. So Stephen Baxter, their manager, came up and said, you know, you're a credit to your club and blah, blah, you know, which is great. But they've won 3-2 and we haven't.
And again, there's the fact that the boys got a bit of an away trip as well, and I guess that there's lots of positives to be taken. And how have they enjoyed this trip?
Well, we just want to whet their appetite. We want them to think, this is what I want. I want a bit more of this. You know, I'm going to make sure everything they do in training, everything they do off the pitch is right. Because I would like to travel away from home and play in these games and play when there's a crowd and play when it means something. This is why you train all these long hours and do all these gym sessions for moments to play in games like this. So if we can get 2 or 3 of them changing their mind of how they live and what they do, then it's a huge positive.
Well, Stephen, thanks again for your time as always.